Good evening, everyone. Good evening. It's me, Joe Bags. Welcome back to part 10 of Sleepy Scions, a Final Fantasy XIV online Let's Play, more focused on the calm and sleepiness of. I mean, that's kind of confusing to say it that way. But basically, this is not a scream in your face series. This is more a calm exploration of the story, reading every quest, exploring the world, taking our time, and really diving into Eorzea and enjoying this at a pace that is palatable for anybody. You know, whether you're a veteran or, you know, looking at your first playthrough. And it's more designed for kind of background noise, or, you know, like playing as you're laying in bed, or, you know, whatever it may be. So yeah, where we last left off, we joined a grand company. We got our chocobo mount, thank goodness, and now we're moving on to the Black Shroud, because we've defeated Ifrit, the primal, and we are now trying to take a more proactive course towards diplomatic relations with the beast tribes, and the most plausible, sensible first choice would be with the Sylphs in the Black Shroud, because they aren't inherently hostile, and we've had a pretty decent relationship with them for a while. And so I believe the idea is that we're going to go there and you know, strike up conversations and try to build a relationship with them so that they are not enticed to call out to their primal, Ramuh. So it marks a beginning of a new chapter in our service with the Scions, as we continue to battle the underlying issues of Eorzea, along with the things that are kind of like right square in our face, with the strife and the tribulations of the world, and the issues that beast tribes are having that are causing them to call it to primals, that we have to then deal with. So yeah, I hope I hope you guys are doing well and finding time to, you know, rest and relax, and I'm just excited that you're here to catch up on the story and keep me company, leave some comments or whatever it may be, and let's get started. So let's settle in and enjoy the sounds of the Black Shroud Forest as we kind of go on this next part of our journey. So grab a blanket, something to drink, and let's fire it up. All right, Eorzea Eloix, we come in peace. Commander Eorzea Eloix has been awaited the aid of the Scions. Hail, adventurer. I bid you welcome to Adder's Nest. Do you seek to entwine your destiny with the Twin Adder? Nah, Maelstrom, dog. Good evening, Commander. Sorry to disappoint you, but other business brings us here today. Ida and Papalimo, always a pleasure to see the two of you. My men tell me you quest in the name of the Scions of late. Quite so, Commander. A little bird told us that the Twin Adder was in need of our adventuring prowess. Aye, your little bird sings true. No doubt you've heard that we're investigating the Sylphs, that curious beast tribe that calls the depths of the Twelve's wood home. The Sylphs are, for the most part, a peaceable bunch, much to the delight of the Elder Sylph, who has no desire to see her people embroiled in yet another fruitless war. The Twin Adder is of the same mind, and 'tis precisely for this reason that the Sylphs' relation to the primal Ramuh has raised a flag of warning amongst our ranks. Friendly as they may appear, beastmen will be beastmen. Should there be even a sliver of chance that the summoning of the primal might disturb the balance between Gridania and the Sylphonic tribes, It is a possibility we cannot ignore. Better to be safe than sorry, indeed. Do we strike at Ramuh, or leave the Sylphs to their own ways? That is the question. Yet I find myself lacking ample knowledge to arrive at an answer. Opinions abound within Gridania, but to listen to only one's own is among the greatest mistakes a commander can make. I would hear from the other side, the Sylphs themselves, and seek an impartial party to serve as my liaison. That is where you Scions come in. The Sylphs of Little Solace remain untempered and have held many a productive dialogue with our people. I could hear their candid thoughts on their tempered brethren. That said, I urge you to exercise due caution. Sylphic tradition and etiquette bear little resemblance to our own. It would not do to have any cross-cultural faux pas get in the way of a productive parley. En route to Little Solace, you will come upon the Hawthorn Hut. Our officer stationed there can enlighten you as to how to win the Sylph's favor. May your expedition be a worthwhile one. A friendly palaver with the Sylphs? That should be pleasant enough. Diversion. The Hawthorn Hut, was it? Why, I believe the ferry departing from West Shore Pier should take us straight there. A friendly palaver indeed. I hope this will be as straightforward as you say, Papalymo. Alright. So we have to take a boat to Hawthorn Hut. I believe I know where that is. And we are going to go speak with the Sylphs, who apparently are not hostile by any stretch of the imagination, at least compared to the Amalja. West Pier right there. Metani. Aye, the ferry docked at the base of this hill will carry you across the lake to the East Shroud. Once you're ashore, head due east and you should find Hawthorn Hut without much trouble. Alright, Gippa. To East Shroud. And to the Aetherite. Oh, I forgot. We have a Zoomy boy now. And we're level 29, so we're one level away from our next job quest. So that's pretty fun. How many was this? 3%? Heck, let's do it. Let's kill the birds. It appears that we should be able to DPS these down very quickly. We are already over 50%. 2 ruins, and on to the next one. Two more. Straight 1,000 XP. Also, we restarted our challenge log. Alright, where am I going again? Up, over. There's the stone. Here's the Chocobo Keep. I can take you to Gridania? I thought I had to take the boat. Inside here, I imagine. Alright, Amaline. Indeed, I am Amaline of the Twin Adder. I understand you are here to learn of the Sylphs, yes? For all their whimsy, they are a wary lot, particularly since the Empire has come to the Shroud. Earn their trust, however, and they are as friendly as any folk. They have their quirks, but so do we all, no? Would you know more? You do well to speak with the master of this hut, Rolf. He's forgotten more about the Sylphs than I'll ever know. Have to do a new quest to talk to the guy right next to you? Okay. Rolf Hawthorne, patriarch of the beekeeping Hawthorne family, is said to be well versed in Sylphic customs. Come to learn a thing or two about the Sylphs, have you? I'll tell you one thing. They are peculiar folk. How peculiar, you ask? Well, just let me tell you. They're... Beg pardon, friend. My memory's just not what it used to be. I've seen much and more in my adventuring days, and it's all just a clutter in my noggin now. Though I've shared my stories with those around the hut before. You might have more luck with them. This guy just told me to talk to you and said that you've forgotten more than you can than that person will ever know. And apparently you've forgotten all of it. The Sylphs? Yes, Father's told me his stories plenty of times. What I've always found most captivating is how their concept of etiquette is almost completely alien to our own. You do best to not underestimate them on account of their childlike looks, lest your face end up a mess of glyphs, squiggles, and chocobo scratches. Tee-hee. So they seem like they can be vindictive and petty. The Sylphs? Inveterate tricksters and troublemakers, that's what they are. One day they're drawing mortal faces on our masks, and next they're sending our young sentries falling to the bottom of a ravine. Tell them to stop and they just laugh at you. Rolf claims they harbor no ill will, but I dare say such pranks are no laughing matter. The quickest way to a quiver woman's heart might be through her stomach, but don't think of trying to foist your foodstuffs on a Sylph. They sustain themselves simply by bathing in the sun, or so Rolf once told me. Okay. Oh, of course, of course. Hearing your stories, well, my stories, has brought the memories flooding back to me. I feel like dancing. Ah, yes. Nothing brings people together quite like a little toe tapping. A Sylph told me long ago that dancing is a time-honored greeting amongst their kind. You do well to remember this. It might just help win the favor of our forest friends. I refuse to dance. First impressions. Rolf Hawthorne would share further knowledge to assist you in befriending the Sylphs. Oh, still here, eh? Great. There's one more thing you should know about the Sylphs. They don't take kindly to guests who show up empty-handed. To earn their trust, you do well to bring along, drat, what was it again? And my wife Rose and I were just speaking of the matter not days ago. Forgive me, friend. Speak to Rose at the comb. Her memory should prove more reliable than mine own. Rolf, whatever your name is, you have been utterly useless. Just a complete tragedy. Why are you still here, Wolf? Just hang it up, dog. All right, Rosa. A peace offering for the Sylphs. Word anyone else, I'd recommend a jar of honey. But I fear that wouldn't get you past their front doorstep, dear. No, their tastes run more to the unusual. Are you perchance familiar with milk root? That's what we call the root of that most fiendish seedkin, the ochu. When chewed, it exudes a cloudy liquid that's said to induce curious visions in the imbiber. You'd not catch me dead trying the stuff, but the Sylphs seem to enjoy it to no end. I've not seen an Ochu around the comb in quite some time, but I did encounter a suspicious clump of grass the other day. Were you to stimulate it somehow with some of this amber syrup, for example? You might be surprised at what comes out. Good luck. I am so fast now with my mount. A curious tussock. Put some syrup on you. Splash. An Ochu. No way. What a huge surprise. A dead Ochu. Did I get the milk root? I did. Alright, back to Numbskull. That's super fun. Ah, you're back. Was my wife able to direct you to a suitable offering? Here's this. Milk root, but of course. Those sylphs quaff that cloudy stuff as quick as I do a flagon of mead. The effect's just about the same as well. Any road, a gift of milk root will have the sylphs calling you friend and sister the moment they lay eyes on it. Now let me wrap that up for you. I'm starting to feel a bit woozy. First contact. Rolf Hawthorne has gift wrapped your offering in preparation for your journey into the Sylphs' demesne. I've taken the liberty of wrapping your milk root well and good. This should keep it nice and fresh, not to mention spare you from the god's awful stench. The Sylphs love the stuff, but me, I'd rather bury my nose in chocobo dung. I dare say the reek even rivals the breath of a mortal that put an end to my adventure days. But I can tell you that story another time. You've more important matters to attend to today, yes? The Sylphs are an eccentric bunch, but I've shared their company enough to know that they're kind at heart. They'll not shun one whose intentions are true. May your parley be a fruitful one, friend, and do not stop by on your return. Oh, and do stop by on your return. There's a flagon of full flower mead with your name on it, if you'd regale me with your adventure and tales. Ah, and before I forget, don't go trapsing off just yet. Ameline here would have a word with you. Travel in safety, friend, and do pass along my regards to the winged ones. The way he's going, he ain't gonna remember me when I come back for my beer. It's good to see your knowledge of Sylphic culture has matured. I see no reason to delay your mission any further. Upon your arrival at Little Solace, seek out a young Sylph by the name of Komuxio. He has served as an intermediary between our peoples on many an occasion, and he has the close ear of his tribe's elder. I see that Hawthorne has furnished you with some of that Melodorus root the Sylphs so adore. I have something of far greater import for you to deliver, a missive from the Elder Sylph herself. To summarize the letter's contents in brief, it vouches for the integrity of our envoy, that would be you, and restates Gridania's desire to maintain a harmonious relationship with our long-standing friends of the forest. The war with the Ixal has taken a toll on our resources. We can ill afford to get mired in another conflict. I need not impress you with any further the importance of this mission. May the 12 see you return with good tidings. All right. So we have to go make friends with the Sylphs. Why can't we make friends with the Ixal? Why is there no like initial desire to make friends with the Ixal? It has to be war with them. Are we just saying that the Ixal are just too stupid to matter? That's what it feels like. This is fun. Cool music. Kamuxio, I've been looking for you. Walking one is not familiar to this one. This one does not trust strange walking ones. Strange dancing ones might be a different story. But this one expects no such thing. Walking one should go home and leave this one be. What if I dance for you? Dippy dippy doo poo poo. This one would welcome walking one who moves like these ones. If walking one would talk to this one will answer. This one is a busy one, so walking one should speak with quick tongue. Walking one should bring gifts to this one. Walking one is most kind. Oh, I had it backwards. Oopsies. Walking one brings milk root. Milk root fills this one with great joy. This one gives thanks. Gives many, many thanks. Walking one carries message for Elder One. This one will deliver the message to Elder One. Walking one should not worry. Hello there, we're envoys from Gridania, and we're here to treat with your people. Aye, we come to pay our respects to your elder, and to learn from him more. Of your Lord Ramuh. Who are these ones? These walking ones come from Gridania? Walking one became a dancing one and brought milk root, but walking one tricks this one. This one does not like tricks. This one will speak no more. Elder one is busy. Walking ones should go home. Go home, you say? But the Sylphs of Little Solace have always welcomed Gridanian envoys with open wings. The letter carried by Julia here is an oath of peace penned by the Elder Seedseer herself. Still, you would refuse us? This one's reasons are no business of walking ones. Elder one has no words for Gridania. Walking ones waste everyone's time. Well, I never. Turned away at the gates? Whatever did we do to deserve such a rude welcome? Was Julia's jig insufficiently jiggy? I'm as baffled as you, but something tells me that recent events have our erstwhile fluttery friends feeling uncommonly wary. It would seem we've no choice but to ask around and see how we might earn their trust. I don't know. It's paralyzing. Ida has notion of how one might earn the Sylph's trust. Say, Julia, are you in the mood for dancing? That's right, dancing. You went through all that trouble to learn the Sylph's traditional greeting, but you've hardly greeted any of them. Why, if I were a Sylph, I'd be beside myself with delight to see an adventurer expressing an interest in my culture. Me? Of course I'd be happy to join. Ow, ow! There go those bloody legs cramps of, ow, ow! There go those bloody leg cramps of mine again, acting up. Of course. Can we kill more of these? The more fates we do, the closer we are to our class quest. I might need one more after this. No, I think that's it. Alright. The me dance for you. Ah, Walking One is a friend of these ones. Friendly like gracious elder one of Forest City. Knows how to dance into these ones' hearts. Walking One would be a friend of these ones? This one is overjoyed. But this one keeps the ways of weaving a secret. Even if Walking One learned the secret, Walking One could not weave in the same way. Another dance. Ooh, Walking One knows Jolly Dance. Jolly Dance fills this one with good cheer. Let these two be friends. Julia, would you like to hear of the good news or the better news? The good news is your lovely dancing has brought smiles and high spirits to all of Little Solus. The better news? Why, I've thoroughly recovered from those accursed leg cramps. Onward to the next adventure. How awkwardly convenient for you, Ida. Forest friend Populimo has a notion of how you might endear yourself to the Sylphs of Little Solus. Julia, as an adventurer, you're no stranger to helping distressed folk, I'd wager. Tales of good deeds are quick to spread. The adventurer who comes to the aid of the local populace can go from stranger to hero overnight. No doubt you'd see what I'm getting at. The Sylphs who make their home in Little Solus do so having been driven from their woodland home. Surely, they have their fair share of troubles. Seek out the troubled Sylphs and see what might be done to ease their worries. A sound plan, would you not say? That say, the Sylphs are not known to share their worries with outsiders. You would be better off inquiring with here Emedia of the Gradanians who reside here. She is most like to be privy of the Sylphs' trouble. We have like a diplomat here. Praise be to the elementals. I cannot express how happy I am to see an adventurer with a truly gentle heart. The Sylphs of Little Solus are sorely in need of aid. Pray hear me out. Okay. Being a temporary settlement, this Little Solus wants for amenities, not least a stout set of defenses. Consequently, beasts from alms around are free to wander in and terrorize the hapless residents. The Zeesgorlins and Gallnats that roam these parts are especially troublesome, but slaying each one should serve as a warning to the rest. Furthermore, perhaps you could gather 3 brownie bushes as well. They play an important role in Sylphic culture. I do not claim to know the details, and what with such feral beasts prowling this forest, they are not easily come by. When you are done with the deeds, seek out Camuxio. He is slow to warm to outsiders, but your good intentions will not be lost on him. My own experience speaks to this. Alright, so I gotta get some bushes. I gotta kill this one, right? I already killed one. Now I killed 2. A good measure. Now I killed 2. Another one. Now I killed 3. Ooh, a brownie bush. Another brownie bush. Is there a bridge over here? There it is. And then something over here. What's this? The Jack of all trades. Kill another one of these? I'll just sink. Alright. I got me some bathing apes. Heal myself. The pass hits pretty hard. How much is that hit for? 179, not bad. So I've gotten like 1,000, 1,600 experience for the last two fates I've done. This one better give me at least 2,000. Oof. Oof. This music is epic. I can't imagine that. I just cannot imagine that that is a good idea. Solo. Somebody else was taking it down, maybe. Or if I had more than a single heal, maybe. Alright, Kamuxio. Hopefully I've earned your trust. Dancing One is still here. Dancing One can dance all day. This one's trust is not so easily earned. Well, what if I give you some brownie bush? Dancing One brings brownie bushes for this one? This one can dye thread once more. This one is pleased. Dancing One kills Bitey Buzzy One? This one hates Bitey Buzzy Ones. Dancing One is kind to kind. Many walking ones come to these one's abode, but few are friendly like Dancing One. Perhaps this one was wrong to not trust Dancing One after all. Presence of the enemy. Kamuxio of Little Souls would entrust you with the task. This one asked Dancing One for forgiveness. These ones have many troubles since walking ones last came to our abode. This one must be careful. Always careful. But Dancing One is not like other walking ones. This one can trust Dancing One. This one would ask Dancing One for help. Strange walking ones with bodies of steel came to the home of these ones. This one thinks steel ones come from the Empire. Yeah, definitely sounds like Garleans for sure. Where Empire goes, many living ones become dead ones. Trees fall and bushes burn. These ones' home is in danger. Danger! This one begs of Dancing One to help this one no more. Dancing One is friends with these ones and walking ones, yes. Dancing One must speak to these ones here and walking ones in Hut House and find out more. This one has bad feeling. This one fears Steel Ones are after something. But this one should speak no more. Go, Dancing One. This one depends on kindness of Dancing One. Okay. Strange steel walking ones? Yes, this one has seen. Steel walking ones carry big boxes. Maybe walking ones hunt for shiny treasure? This one likes treasure. So we're investigating the motives or any kind of happenings of the Empire? Is that what we're doing? A little confused. A word, if you will. The lands beyond this point belong to the Sylphs. Oh, that's not even... Shush, 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 this one says. Steel walking ones are scary, like touched ones. This one hates scary, and scary ones have scary friends. Okay. Touched ones. Like tempered? All right. I have to go to Hut, right? Chocobos are awesome. But they can't jump worth a shit. Holy cow. Let me in! Alright, Victor. Fearsome types. Clad head to steel and toe. Fearsome types clad head to toe and steel, you say? Imperial soldiers, no doubt. I couldn't tell you what they're plotting, but I'm sure it's nothing good. I mean, I kind of figured that out. Like, you didn't tell me anything. What a waste. What a waste of my time coming over here. Men clad in strange armor? Why, now that you mention it, I did see some suspicious types of late. They were gathering deep in the forest. I simply assumed they were adventurers. Let me mend my gear. Let me extract materia. This one. Go back. Walking, dancing one. Go back to this one. To see what this one wants me do next. This one is happy to see Dancing One return. What did Dancing One learn? I learned that it's the Empire, like we all thought. This one sees steel walking ones come from Empire, carry boxes, and go walking deep, deep through trees. As this one thought, steel walking ones up to nasty, no good things. This one knows forest well. Steel walking ones try to hide, but this one will find them. This one would borrow walking one's map. This one makes mark. Right here. This is where steel ones hide. This one knows. Dancing one will go looking for steel ones, yes? Sure, dude. I'll go fuck them up. This one, go fuck steel ones up. Whoa, that's a lot of steel ones. Never mind. Okay. What's in the suspicious box? A list of supplies and material to be delivered to a certain Imperial stronghold. This one, find list one. You see Listy Boy? Dancing one is back. This one breathed a sigh of relief. This one was worried. Dancing one found something? Why, yes, I did. Yes, I did. Dancing one found paper inside a box. This is a message from Empire? This one can read walking one symbols. Message paper has names of food and rocks. Food and rocks were inside boxes. This one knows. But this one does not understand. Food and rocks mentioned all come from home of these ones. How do steel walking ones know how to find them? Is there sneaky one hiding behind this one's wings? Snooping one selling secrets to steel walking ones? This one fears for this one's home. But Dancing One has helped this one much today. Dancing One must promise to always be friend to these ones. Always. I will always be these ones' friends. Brotherly love. Kumuxio is pining for a wayward friend. Helping one arrives at a good time. This one needs helpful one's help. One of these ones named Claxio ventured outside a little solace alone. Alone is unsafe. Helping one must find Claxio. Claxio struck west after leaving the settlement. Hurry before Claxio ends up in the belly of Beastly One. So, at this point, we believe that there is a traitorous Sylph interfacing with the Garlean Empire, and we have to go to Claxio so he doesn't get eaten. What? Walking ones want this one to return to Little Solace? Don't make this one laugh. This one is weary of living with those who are not these ones. This one wants to be alone. These ones rely on walking ones for everything. No better than those ones that summoned a primal one. Small wonder this one chose to leave. This one thought this a likely place to build a home. But then Meddling One arrives, forces this one to go deeper into the forest. Meddling One is forbidden from following this one. Away with the Meddling One. I guess I'm the Meddling One? I'm not chasing him. I'm gonna have to go tell Kumuxio that I am now a Meddling One. I'm a Dancing One, a Friendly One, and a Meddling One. What? Claxio refused to return to these ones and went deeper into the forest? But this one saw touched ones lurking in the forest. Helpful One must hurry. Hurry and find Claxio. Helpful One should search for spools of thread on the forest floor. These things will lead Helpful One to Claxio. But hurry. Hurry before touched ones take Claxio away. Oh, we don't want Claxio to get tempered. That makes simpered. That makes sensies. Boop, 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 boop. Oh no, Claxio. Duty calls. Meddling One is back. This one told Meddling One to be gone. Tell Camuxio that this one will never go back. Never. Touched ones? Touched one should go away too. This one is good one. Everyone should just leave this one alone. Be on guard, Julia. These sylphs have been tempered, brought under the thrall of the primal Ramuh. Akin to the Amalja tempered by Ifrit, these sylphs exist only to serve their deity. They'll not answer to words, only steal. I take no pleasure in this, but it must be done. Ow. Oh, we can hit these pretty hard. Alright, so they take care of the beast, and I'll take care of the sylphs. There's something not right about this marble. Ignore it and focus on the Sylph. Easy enough. Good night. So it just ran away? I don't get it. This one is safe? This one was so scared. Claxio, this one has been worried. So very worried. Is Claxio unharmed? Still in possession of wits? Camuxio? And Meddling One as well? Why are these two here? These two came to rescue Claxio. That Claxio is safe fills this one with joy. Camuxio, forgive this one. This one did not mean to run away from Little Solus. This one was just afraid. These ones who live at Little Solus were changing, becoming friendly with other ones. This one feared that these ones were forgetting who these ones are, like touched ones did. But this one was wrong. This one can see that now. Meddling, helpful one. This one is grateful. This one will return to Little Solus to be with Camuxio and the friendly ones. These people are strange. Well, that should see to that. What say we return to Little Solace as well? I, for one, could do with a nice hot bath. All right. This one thought Claxio was lost forever. Helpful One saved Claxio. Now these ones can be family again. This one has known many walking ones, even many kind walking ones. But Helpful One is kindest and strongest of all. Helpful One is a hero to these ones. Helpful One will bring these ones and walking ones closer together. This one knows. This one would take Helpful One to see Elder One. But Elder One is... Muxia would make a confession to you. This one must ask Kind One's forgiveness. This one made promise to take Kind One to see Elder One, yes, but one cannot... This one cannot because Elder One is not here. Elder One is not anywhere. Elder One went into forest yesterday but has not come back. This one is worried. Elder One often goes into forest but never for this long. Kind One would help find Elder One, yes? Near where Elder One disappeared is the home of Walking One named Buscarin. Buscarin may know what happened to Elder One. This one would talk to Buscarin. But Walking Ones do not always trust these ones. Would Kind One talk to Buscarin for this one? And Kind One comes from Gridania, yes? In Gridania live many Kind Ones, yes? This one begs of Kind One. Please go to Gridania and ask fellow Kind Ones for help. And please hurry. These ones are not safe until Elder One returns. All right. These Sylphs are exhausting. So now we have the trust of the Sylphs. Now we have to find the Elder One to forever get the trust of the Sylphs. Well, if it isn't our intrepid ambassador, how fare your diplomatic efforts with the Sylph tribes? Their elders gone missing, you say? Well, if he were to end up in the hands of the Tempered Ones, we'd have a crisis on our hands. You can assure the Sylphs that my sharpest-eyed serpents will be on the lookout night and day. No stone must be left unturned. I would ask you to call upon Giamelco at the Bentbridge Meadows and deliver the message that the Wood Whalers are needed in the search effort. Bentbridge Meadows. I can teleport there, yay! A message from Commander Heloi, you say? The Sylph Elder has vanished? Worry not, friend. The wood whalers have the eyes under every leaf behind every branch. If the Elder is anywhere in these forests, we shall find him. How do I know I can trust you? There's a quarry mill. To go to South Shroud this way? Oh, wait, no, I want this. South Shroud. I'm not running very fast. I think I'm gonna run over to Quarry Mill real quick. No, I'm sure I'll have a quest that takes me over there. Well met, adventurer. We have the finest grog and grub the side of... Not here to fill your belly, then. Ah, hunger for news, is it? Aye. There's been talk of a sylph lurking hereabouts, but I can't rightly say if it be the elder you seek. These woodland scamps all look alike. Short of painting one red and another one blue, most folk would struggle to tell two of them apart. If you've the time, mayhap you could stay a while and listen and see what the gods have in store. You never know. You might even stumble upon this Sylph elder yourself. Buscarin could use an adventure to douse a fight brewing at an establishment. No word on the Sylphs here yet, but I'm sure it's only a matter of time. In the meantime, how about doing a favor for old Buscarin in return? Right then, let's put you to work. There's a customer outside who's spoiling for a fight, and I need you to cool him off for me. No need to go cracking any skulls, though. Just take this tub of cold water and douse the drunkard. Tends to do the trick. My patrons can swill grog all night and carouse loudly enough to wake the dead if they wish, but as soon as it turns violent, I've got to put my boot down. Alright. What are you staring at? You want to keep them eyes in your face? You get the water! Splash! Ugh! No ficus teats, that's cold. What do you mean, no fighting? This dusk white scum was... Yeah, I know the rules. That bastard gets to keep his skin. For now. Nicely done, Julia. I'll not have my patrons picking fights with each other over a bit of petty prejudice. In case you didn't see, the bloke who caught the brunt of that outburst is a dusk white Ellison. There are people who shun cities to live in the wild, making them no better than brigands in the eyes of many. To be fair, the dusk whites can be an unruly lot, but they ain't so bad once you get to know them. And it don't seem right to bar a whole race of people from the druthers for the misdeeds of a few. There should be at least one place where anyone willing to pay the coin and drink in peace is welcome, don't you think? I agree. the eponymous proprietor of Oscar Druthers, has needs of an able adventurer. I appreciate all the good you've done for our patrons. If you aren't disinclined, I'll have a favor of my own to ask you. There's a Quaquaran friend of mine, you see, name of Titaroon, a good lad. It was right after the calamity that I came across him fallen in the shroud. He nearly died in all the havoc, so I took him in and nursed him back to health best I could. He worked here at Druthers for a spell after that. Got to talking about striking out of his own. And not long after he cast his lot with a merchant bound for Lenosia. Well, it just so happens I got to clean up around here and I came across something of his, a scarlet earring. I know he was fond of the thing, but he may have just forgotten it when he left, so I'd like to see that it gets to him. Can't say for sure where he ended up, but might be a friend of mine can. A Rogaden fellow named Basing. You can find him on Hawker's Alley in Limsa Laminza. He knows everything of the coming and goings of merchants there. So I have to go to Limsa, so I'm definitely running over here first. There's no quest brought me over here. I'm not running all the way from Bidbridge again. So that was a little bit of a haul. There's also seems to be another one right here. Camp Tranquil. I wonder if I can chocobo it. No. No, I cannot. Alright. Camp Tranquil, I guess. Just kind of buzz on over there real quick. And get both of them. Alright, so we've helped the Sylphs initially to the point where they let us know that the Elder's unable to be found. They could have let us know that before they trusted us, so we had to go through the whole process of dancing and doing little odds and end favors for them, and then helping out whatever his name is, Braxio or whatever his name is. And then eventually we got to the point where they said, okay, you've proven that we can trust you, so I'm going to tell you where the Elder one is. Well, it turns out the Elder one isn't anywhere to be found. It's missing. And they're like, well, I know who may know where it is, so go to this place, Buscaron's Druthers, and he'll know where the Elder is. And he's like, yeah, I actually do know where the Elder is, but first you have to break up a fight for me, and now you got to go to Limsa Laminza, and you got to speak with somebody, yada 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 yada. Like, you're basically shit out of luck, dog. Did I just see that quest? I did. Sniff, sniff. The unmistakable smell of chocobo clings to you, adventurer. Would I be correct in assuming that you have your own trusty steed? Aye, I thought so. Now tell me, is your bird battle-trained? If not, you may consider seeking the advice of Luluquet over at Bentbridge Meadows. The Ishgardian native is something of a prodigy in all matters considered our fine-feathered friends. He should be able to help you attain greater affinity with your bird. I get like a... You can use it as like a pet, like in World of Warcraft or whatever, right? Use it as like my hunter's pet. Greetings, adventurer. Is there something you need? You wish to have your chocobo train in combat? This is no small request you make. Riding your bird is one thing. Asking it to take hurts in your name is quite another. I will help train your chocobo, but on the promise that you never unduly expose it to danger. Do I have your word? Sure. Very well. Then you will need a bunch of Ixal greens. You have my leave to pick one up the fields over yonder. Yada, 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 yada. Okay, so I gotta go pick one of these plants. I gotta come back here and give it to him. Have you acquired the greens? Why, yes, I have. Superb. Then we should get straight to it. Doubtless you already know this, but chocobos are highly fond of Ixal greens. They love the leafy vegetables so much, in fact, that they will completely forget their fears in the face of danger. Thus, by feeding your bird the greens, you can prevail upon it to fight beside you. And then, once called, it will be up to you to direct its actions as you see fit. You will find your chocobo innately responds to a number of general commands. Give your bird an order and it will act accordingly and to the best of its ability. The simple yet effective methodology was developed by the Fortom family, one of the foremost houses in Ishgard. And that concludes your lesson. Of course, it is not enough to merely hear about a practice. One must venture forth and attempt it oneself. Summon your chocobo with a bunch of Ixal greens, and together make your way to Sorrel Haven. The brood Z's that prowl the area ought to be a suitable challenge for you and your companion. Put down 3 of them and return here. And lastly, by way of advice, I would recommend you keep an ample supply of Ixal greens on your person at all times. Our resident vendor will be able to provide you with as much as you can carry. Alright, where? Over here? The Feather Trader. Where's the trader? Okay. Down here. Merchant and mender. Probably this person, right? Aha. Cool. So I can ride a chocobo, and now I can fight with the chocobo. So I have to go up. Up, up, up. And then I have to kill 3 of these things for the rest of the quest. Even though I can already summon the thing, I have to finish the quest. Alright, broods. Companion skills. That's 2 brood ziggies. Where's the 3rd? Okay. Jump! Aim for the bushes. There goes my hero. Can I go up here? No way, no way. So you have successfully negotiated your first battles with your chocobo. Well done. Tell me, how did it feel? Was it not supremely reassuring fighting with your feathered companion? Your chocobo can make up for your shortcomings, or build upon your strengths. Indeed, there are countless ways the two of you might complement one another. Through some experimentation, you will come to find the approach that serves you best. Ah, before I forget, I have one last parting gift, a saddlebag for your chocobo. Carrying Geisel greens about can be quite cumbersome after all, and there should be sufficient room for your personal belongings should they need a ride. I pray it serves you well on your travels. You can now access your chocobo saddlebag. The supplementary storage window can be accessed by selecting located under character in the main menu. Okay. Alright. Wait, I wanted to do that. Saddlebag 3. There we go. Okay. Alright, to Limza. All the way to Hawker's Alley. Bainsing. You found your way to Hawker's Valley, friend. Kikurin that works at the Druthers? Ah, you speak of Tetarune. Related to that Kier bloke just over there by some blood or another. Two of them put together, and you're making good coin. But old Tetarune up and left Limsa not long ago. Couldn't say as to why or where. You're better off asking Kaio Karuyuriyun himself. He can be tight of lip, though, I warn you. Best to take this chicken egg with you. Little bastard loves the bloody things. Good to hear about old Boosk, though. Sounds like it as though he ain't changed a bit. Just like him to send a venture along. Too shy to come his own self. Gods, I miss drinking with that fool. Egg. Speak. Customer be welcome. Not customer? Not come with custom? Kick your room, busy with business. Too busy for blather. Egg. Speak. Chicken egg? Kikaroon, love chicken egg. Love chicken egg more than love customer. Looking for Tetarune? Tetarune, no here no more. Tetarune, leave Limsa. Tetarune, go look for Sparkies. Now working at Trading Post. Good Trading Post. Forget where Trading Post is. Weinberg, no Tetarune. Weinberg, no Trading Post. Weinberg at Ferry Docks. You go to Ferry Docks. Kikaroon, forget things. Weinberg, remember things. You talk to Weinberg, not Kikaroon. Alright, Fisherman's Guild. Weinberg, where is he? Tetarune? Aye, I seen him. That is to say, I saw him. He was heading somewhere up north. I wear a ferry to Aleport. Might as well head there and see what you can suss out. The skipper here can take you there. When you arrived, I'd start by asking for Aldfolk. He's an old hand and knows a great deal about a great many things. This ferry is bound for Aleport. Are you riding with us? Yes, I am. It's Aldfolk. Tetarune, I saw him. That is to say, I seen him. He took himself north through Skull Valley into Oakwood, was looking for a place to run. Place run by his fellow Kikern. I reckon he meant the right one on the shore of Bronze Lake. Mimrune's trading post. Follow the road up, and you're sure to find it. Oh my god, drag me along, drag me along, drag me along. This is horrible. How many of these do I have done? 3. Ooh, a hatch. I'm definitely doing this one. Hunting log entry done. Dusk bat. Whack 'em. Nice. We're so good at that. Oh, there's so many hunting logs things. Bumble beetles. Nice. Don't forget about these. Here's Teteroon, we found you. Customer be welcome. Not customer, not come with custom. Bring something for Teteroon? Yeah, here's your earring. Teteroon, forget this? Forget a druthers? Teteroon swore he would never forget earring, but never forgot. Teteroon thank. Teteroon thank. Good Bescaroon doing good. Good Bescaroon good to Teteroon. Teteroon missed good Bescaroon. Sigh. Can I use this hat? I guess I can. Alright. I think we're gonna stop here. Yeah, I think we're gonna stop here. And start part 11 up. To finish off this piece and move on to the next part of the story with the Sylphs. We'll find the Elder Sylph next time and see where the rest of that story takes us. So I want to thank you for stopping by and watching. If you want to leave a comment or whatever YouTubey things you feel like, please do. And I appreciate you stopping by. I hope you're doing well and you're taking care of yourselves. So I'll see you next time. You all have a wonderful, wonderful night. Sleep tight.